waiting all day, too afraid to try and make a change. But now I realize I've got to be brave, thinking out, why can't that be me? Cause I know I gotta show, yeah, what I'm capable of. Because I don't wanna be standing on the outside looking in. If I push through the clouds, standing on the inside, I'll see the stars. If you want it, shine, I'll make it. Well, I got the Y factor, and all the roadblocks, they don't face me. Well, I just to knock them down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh yeah. If you want it, you can take it now. Cause I got the way. Yeah, I got the way. I got the Y factor. Time to go hard, I'm not gonna fade. I can feel the eyes are watching me. There's only one chance, so you can't be late. Starting now, I'm making that change. It's my goals, and I know, I gotta make them come true. Because I don't wanna be standing on the outside looking in. If I push
evening. How are you all doing? You are welcome to our healthy cooking show. Yeah, so this day afternoon we are doing a healthy meal for the show. Please, if you are joining us, welcome, and subscribe to our YouTube channel. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel called The Healthy Living Show. If you already subscribed, thank you. If you are about to, please do that quickly. Thank you so very much. We're also streaming live on Facebook at Salad Master in Nigeria. All my health is my wealth. And we are also on Instagram. Please, please, please follow us on our Instagram handle at Elzel Salad Master. My name is Jessica, and you are welcome to the show. If you are wondering what I'm going to be making today, I'm going to be cooking a native soup. Yeah, I'm going to be cooking one of the Nigerian native soup called Oha Soup. Okay, Oha is an Igbo, is from the eastern part of Nigeria. It's an eastern part of Nigeria delicacy. They eat this a lot. It's yummy. You could eat this with any swallow of your choice. Okay, but without very much ado, I'm going to introduce the recipes that I'm going to be using for this soup. Then I also wash my hand, and then we dive right in the cooking. Okay, all right. So the first thing I'm going to do is to wash my hand with soap and water. Okay, always ensure that you wash your hand in the kitchen before you start cooking anything. All right, so this program is sponsored by Salad Master Nigeria. Okay, this is Elzel region, and our office address is number 15 Ibile Street, Victoria Island, Lagos State. Okay, all right, so like I said, that this afternoon I'm going to be cooking Oha Soup. It's spelled as in O-H-A or O-R-A, depending on how you want to pronounce it. It's either you pronounce it Ora or Oha. So it's all the same thing. Okay, so for this Oha soup, I'm going to be using uziza leaf. It's also known as hot leaf in English, but the Igbo name is uziza leaf. It's very healthy. When I'm about to use it, I'm going to tell you what in different soups you can actually add that is. And this is the Oha leaf, okay? Also called African rosewood plants, okay? You see that? So this is what I'm going to be using. It's very, very soft. Then I'll be using goat meat instead of the normal red beef. So I'm going to be using goat meat. I'm going to be using dry smoked fish, stockfish, blended crayfish, yeah. And here I have 3 different kinds of pepper. Here I have my red bell pepper with the seed already out. See, the seed is already out. Well, it's optional. It's either you use the seed or you remove the seed. Then here I have my red scotch bonnet, also known as atarodo. And here I have my bawa. This is the red chilies. So this are the three kinds of pepper that I'll be using for my soup. I'm going to be combining the three peppers, and also have my locust beans, called in Igbo language ogiri. Here is properly sealed because the aroma is so very nutty. So that's why I sealed it up until when I'm about to use it. And also here I have my soup thickener. Okay, soup thickener. It depends on the one you want. You could either use a dry cocoyam, okay, or actually depending on the kind of soup thickener you prefer to use, and also be using sea salt to taste. So these are my recipes for my Oha soup, which I'll be making this afternoon. Okay, without further much ado, I'm going to quickly put my meat on the fire using our wonderful Salad Master healthy cooking system to cook this meat. I prefer calling this cookware nutritional cookware. Okay, so I'm going to rinse my meat like all the items I have on that table, or rather slab. They're already prepped. What I mean by prep, they're already washed, okay, and clean. So this is the goat meat. Please, whenever you got your meat from the market, ensure you wash it with salt properly, maybe like 3 to 4 times. Wash it properly, okay? All right. So here are my cookwares. I'm going to be using this, our wok. This is called 5 wok. Comes with detachable handles, you can see, with the long and the short one, and comes with also airtight container. And we also have the vapor valve, okay, which indicates to you when you are cooking above 86 degrees Celsius, because in Salad Master, we do not cook up to 100 degrees Celsius, which I'm going to be talking about when I'm doing the cooking. And here I'm also having our 3 quarts. Okay, this is one we set the culinary basket to cook your yam, your Irish potatoes, or any two-pack crops, or your veggies. All right. So I'm going to be using this So I'm going to be using this 5 wok, yeah, to boil the meat. Yeah, I have the meat. I've just rinsed that. So I'm going to be adding some sea salt. Okay. So this is my spoon. You can see this tiny spoon. So I'm going to be using this tiny spoon, about 3 of it, which gives me 1 teaspoon of sea salt. So I'm not going to be adding any MSG, and I'm not going to be adding any palm oil. So I'm not going to be adding any palm oil for my cooking for that goat meat I've added in there. All right, so the next one I'm going to be adding in there is I'm going to be adding in my dry smoked fish and also my stockfish. So I'm going to be boiling all these together. Remember to always wash your hand. So I'm going to be adding in my this is stockfish. So we kind of add this fish, your dry fish, your stockfish in all this because it gives it extra nice flavor, aroma, and then the taste is so amazing. So I'm going to be adding this chest out fish, dry smoke. Remember, this fish is also washed. So we wash this with salt under running water, and then we use our vegetable brush to brush them thoroughly to get rid of the sand. Okay, to get rid of the sand. Okay, so the next one I'm going to be doing now is that my pepper. Here I have my 3 different kinds of pepper, like I already introduced earlier, the red bell pepper, the chilies, and the red Scotch bonnet. So I'm going to boil this, okay, the red chilies, the red bell pepper, and the red Scotch bonnet. So I'm going to boil them inside this our 3 quarts. I'm going to be adding a little water because these peppers are dry. They are not that they don't have that much moisture like your tomatoes. Had it been tomatoes, we don't need to add any water at all. But because these are peppers, you need to add some little water. Okay. So we add some little water to boil them. So if you're wondering okay, to boil them. Okay, so if you're wondering why I'm boiling the okay, so if you are wondering why I'm boiling the meat separate and also the pepper separate, yeah, because sometimes I kind of blend the peppers first before adding them to the meat. Well, peppers like your red bell pepper, your red chilies, your red scotch bonnet, they're acidic in nature. And when you add acidic into the fry, like your goat meat, like when you're boiling your meat or when you're cooking a hard grains food like beans, um, kidney beans or the likes, okay, kind of toughen it, kind of make it harder, taking it a longer time for it to cook. So the first thing I'm doing is to allow the meat to cook for a little while, allow it to soft for a little while before you add in your pepper. Okay, before you add in your pepper. So I'm going to allow that pepper to boil a little while before I start blending. Okay, so thank you so very much for joining us on the show. If you are just joining us, you are highly welcome. This is Elzel Region. This is Salad Master. Okay, we are doing healthy living shows. We are cooking Oha Soup and Igbo delicacy. All right, and my name is Jessica. Please, you are welcome. We are going to go on a short break and we will be right back. Please do not go anywhere. I'll be right back shortly.
Just waiting out there, too afraid to try and make a change. But now I realize I've got to be brave, thinking out, why can't that be me? Cause I know I gotta show, yeah, what I'm capable of. Because I don't wanna be standing on the outside looking in. If I push through the clouds, standing on the inside, I'll see the stars. If you want it, shine, I'll make it. What? I got the Y factor, and all the roadblocks, they don't face me. What? I just knock them down. Are you ready? Are you ready? Are you ready? Oh, oh yeah. If you want it, you can take it now. Are you ready? Cause I got the way. Yeah, I got the way. I got the Y factor. Time to go hard, I'm not gonna fade. I can feel the eyes are watching me. There's only one chance, so you can't be late. Starting now, I'm making that change. It's my goals, and I know, I gotta make them come true. Because I don't wanna be standing on the outside looking in.
You are welcome back to our healthy cooking shows. Okay, if you are just joining us and you are wondering what I'm cooking on the show, I'm cooking an Igbo delicacy called Oha Soup. I know that you must have heard about it or you must have probably tested it before, yeah? So I'm going to be cooking this soup, cooking this with absolutely no drop of oil and no MSG, making it to be looking more healthy and also cooking it in a more healthier way using our wonderful Salad Master nutritional cookware. All right, so in there I have my goat meat, my stockfish, and my dry fish cooking already. We just added only sea salt to taste. Okay, no MSG in there. And I also have my tomato, my red bell pepper, red chilies, and red scotch bonnets cooking inside the 3 pots. All right, so I'm going to boil that because I prefer to boil them so that when I blend them, it's as thick as a puree, as a tomato puree. Okay, all right, so I'm not adding onions there because we are cooking a native soup. When you're cooking native soup like oha, yeah, like obono, I mean like onubu soup that is bitter leaf, so you don't need to add onions in it. All right. Okay, so then the next thing I'm going to be doing is that I'm going to quickly blend my pepper because the pepper is already. Let's check our pepper. Let's check it. Wow. You see, that's why I love cooking with Salad Master Nutritional Cookware because it's fast, easier, and convenient. Okay, to cook. So here I have my, it's already, this is okay. So you just have to just cook it for about 8 to 10 minutes. Okay, you don't have to cook it for a long time. Just for 8 to 10 minutes, it's okay for you to cook it. All right. Okay, so what I'm going to do is that I'm going to allow this to cool a little bit before blending it because I wouldn't want to pour a hot pepper inside my blender. I love my blender and I cherish it, so I don't want to spoil it. So I'm going to allow this to just cook for a little while. So for this oha soup, this is the oha. On the market, ensure that you wash it, and then you could either use knife to cut it, to shred it, or use your fingertips to break it down. Yeah, some people use their fingers to just cut them in chunks, just to shred them with their fingers. But for me, I prefer to use knife to cut it to my desired shape. All right, so my tomato, my fresh, why do I keep calling these tomatoes? Okay, so my red chili and my red scotch bonnet, and also my red bell pepper. Red bell pepper is called tatashe. Red chili is called bawa or shombo, while red scotch bonnet is called atarodo in Yoruba or ose in Igbo. Okay, so you don't have to drain out, you don't have to drain out the water. You can put the water to also use the water to blend the peppers. Okay. So that is that. I'm going to also add a little water to blend this in a very smooth paste. Beautiful. So I'm going to blend this in a very smooth paste. Remember what I said about the red chilies, the red scotch bonnet, and the red bell pepper, that you don't blend them and then pour it directly in the meat immediately. It's going to harden the meat. It's going to toughen it. So all you just have to do is to boil the meat first. Allow it to cook a little while before you add in. Wow, that was fast and easy, isn't it? Okay, so I'm done blending my red bell pepper, red scotch bonnet, and red chili. Now let's have a look. So this is what it looks like. Okay, so I noticed that when you blend your red bell pepper, red chilies, and red scotch bonnet before using it to make any soup, it actually looks more like the color becomes more deeper. Yeah, because more deeper. That if you are not here, you will not believe that I did not use palm oil to cook it at all. Okay, wow. This literally smells amazing. I'm perceiving the stockfish, the dry smoked fish, and the goat meat itself. Okay, so this is a 5 wok, and I'm cooking the goat meat inside the 5 wok. So you see what I said? You have to cook the goat meat for a little while before then adding in your boiled peppers and also blended. So let's add this in. So this is what we are going to use as our base. Remember, no palm oil at all. So you see what I'm saying? Please, I hope they can see this. Okay. So this looks exactly as if I added red oil. Look at that color. No drop of red oil in here at all. Right? So I've added in some water and also the bell pepper. So here I'm going to allow this to simmer, okay, before adding in the rest of the ingredients. Okay, so before I do that, first thing I'm gonna do again is I'm going to shred my hot leaf. It's called hot leaf in English, and it's called hot leaf in English, and it's called uzuza leaf in Igbo language. This hot leaf is super amazing. Okay, it's not just in Oha soup we add this in. You could also add this in your egusi soup, that is melon soup. You could also add this in your obono soup. Okay, and you could also add this in your groundnut soup or your cashew nut soup. The aroma is amazing. And then also remember, this is what they shred and add it to your African salad, okay, or uba. Okay, so this is amazing and it's already washed. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to wash my hands again and then I will start slicing. Right. Okay, so please, when you get this leaf from the markets, because I saw a lot of people doing this a lot, they kind of shred it. It comes with a very nice scent. It has a very special aroma, like its own special scent of its own. So when you get it from the market and then you add the market seller or the vegetable seller to cut it for you. So when you ask the woman to cut it for you and the woman finally cut everything very tiny, and what do? You bring it home, you wash it 3 to 4 times. My dear, you've just washed away the nutritional value of this hot leaf and you also wash out the goodness. That is the aroma. At the end of the day, you are having a zero nutrients in your soup. You are having a tasteless soup because the aroma is not even there to give you that particular nice aroma that you desire. You just need to feel the aroma. Okay. So we also have the seed too. Yeah. The seed looks like peppercorn, but it's actually different. So the seed too is also very nice. You can also add the seed too. So when you add, you can add the seed and also the leaf. You can combine the two together. The choice is all yours. All right. So please subscribe to my YouTube channel called The Healthy Living Shows. If not subscribed yet, please, what are you waiting for? Kindly please subscribe and also share this video. Yeah, share it to your friends, your loved ones. We cook all different kinds of food. They're not just only soups and stew. We cook all different kinds of local dishes, smoothies, healthy meals for the detoxification of the body. We have our 30 days hair restore challenge program. We have different kinds of recipes, foods, delicacies from nationwide. Yeah. All right. You see what I said? The aroma. I can literally perceive the aroma. The aroma is super amazing. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to be adding my crayfish. Yeah, I'm going to be adding in my crayfish. So this is my blended crayfish. So I'm going to be adding this inside the soup. Okay. I need my spoon, my soup spoon. All right, so this is my blended crayfish. Please, before you put in your crayfish, put your crayfish in a wide plate and pick it just the same way you pick your beans. And after picking them, maybe you kind of dry them again in the oven, okay, to kill any live bacteria or whatever it is, or you could actually wash it and then you blend them. Okay, wow. Now look at my Oha soup. This is my pepper sauce for my Oha soup. I love the color. I love the red of the red color. So amazing. So now I'm going to add in my blended crayfish. Remember, no MSG. Okay, so all you just need is your locust beans, mush of crayfish, blended crayfish. All right. Your crayfish and your sea salt to go. You don't even need MSG. And then you cook it with Salad Master healthy cooking system. Boom. The food will come up nice, tasty, yummy, and what? The nutrition is intact. So I'm going to dissolve the, what's it called now? My soup thickener. Like I said, the choice is all yours. If you use the fresh coconut, you pound them, yeah. So depending on how thick you want it to be, okay. So I'm going to dissolve this with water, cold water, please. Cold water. So the reason why I wouldn't want to pour this directly inside the soup, because once you pour this inside the soup, my dear, you are going to come out to swallow. You know what I mean by swallow? The thing is going to form big hard lumps. Just as if you make amara or eba and then you mold them and throw them inside the soup. So you need to dissolve them this way before you add it inside the soup. Dissolve it with cold water. Make sure the lumps are well dissolved. Okay. So even when you are cooking your bitter leaf soup, that is ofe onugbu, is the same process. The only difference is just the leaf. The leaf is well differentiate ofe onugbu and Oha soup. Okay. All right. So this is good. So what we are going to do is that we are going to pour it inside the soup. Inside our Oha soup. So the more you are pouring, the more you keep on stirring so that you can actually know the texture or the thickness you want. You don't want to over pour so that the soup will not come out too thick. Okay. So eventually when it starts boiling, it starts thickening, or when it's getting cold, it will start thickening. Okay. So I think this one is enough. Okay. All right, so this is enough. So what I'm going to add in there is that I'm going to add in my hot leaf. This is the uziza leaf, which I just shredded. Remember what I said about the uziza leaf. Please do not wash it. Do not cut it before slicing. Wash before slicing so that you can get the goodness, the aroma, and also the nutritional value intact. So the reason why I'm adding this first is that this leaf is very hard. I don't know whether a lot of you know about the afan leaf. It's as hard as afan leaf. And then Oha leaf, which is called the African rosewood, is very soft. So what do you do? Because you don't want the vegetable to be hard. So what you have to do is that you have to put in the uziza leaf first, so that it can get softer, very soft, and then it releases its aroma inside the food. Okay. All right. So the next I'm going to be adding inside my Oha soup is that I'm going to be adding these locust beans. This is called ogiri. This is Igbo ogiri. The aroma is literally very different from Iru. The aroma is something else. Like, my dear, do not touch this and not wash your hand. If not, everyone will just run away from you because it is smelling so funny. As in, people will literally cover their nose and was like, what is that? Where is that smell coming from? What is that? Okay. But it's very, very medicinal. It's very healthy. So this is our African mangi. You know what they used to call it. This is our own native spice, our own local spice. It brings us the aroma, the sweetness, the flavor. Oh my goodness. Smells amazing. Okay, so that is that. So then I'm just gonna cover this and allow this to simmer for another 5 minutes. Let all the whole ingredients, the locust beans, the uzuza leaf, which is called the hot leaf, and the crayfish, let everything release its own flavor, aroma inside the soup. Okay, so we will be right back to check the soup. So what we are going to do now is that we are going to go on a short break and I will be right back. Thank you for joining me on this show. How are you enjoying? I hope you are understanding what I'm saying. I hope you're understanding the soup that I'm cooking. Please, thank you so much for joining me on the show. Do not go anywhere. We will be right back. Hello, you are welcome back to our healthy cooking shows. My name is Jessica and we are cooking Oha Soup from eastern part of Nigeria, okay? It's an Igbo delicacy. All right, so please subscribe to our YouTube channel called The Healthy Living Show. Give this video a big thumbs up, share this video, and also like and comment. All right, so now I've added in our soup is already cooking. I said I'm gonna leave that to simmer for 5 minutes. So what I'm going to do now is that I'm going to shred my oha leaf. This is oha leaf, okay? And when you want to get this, you can get this in the local market or in any shopping mall where they sell vegetable, okay? Depending on the kind of vegetable you want to buy to. But I've seen this in a shopping mall. And you have to get the one that is not matured, okay? Not the matured one. Oha leaf is best eaten when it's not matured. All right, what I mean that it's not matured, the leaf don't have to be hard, it have to be extremely soft, very soft and light. That's how to know the one that is not mature. It's just like okra. When you are cooking okra, you don't have to get the one that is mature, you have to get the immatured one, okay, to get that freshness, that slimy, and that goodness you want. Okay, so this vegetable is already washed, so I'm just gonna shred the eggs. And this vegetable too has its own natural flavor, aroma. Okay, it has its own natural aroma, very nice aroma. So when you cut it and then you wash away the rootness, the nutritional value, and also the aroma. So the best part is that not to wash, not to slice before washing. You wash it before you slice. Okay. So there are two different parts to do that. It's either you use a knife, like I'm using salad master knife to shred it, or you use your hand to just cut it in pieces. The choice is yours. Okay. So please subscribe to our YouTube channel, and we are also doing a health presentation for you and your family. Okay, because you'll be wondering why our cookware, sometimes we do not use oil, or we do not use oil to cook in our nutritional cookware. Okay, you'll be wondering why, what's different between this cookware and other cookware, or what's different between this cookware and other pot and pan. Okay, this cookware cannot talk by itself, so we have to come to your home, okay, in the convenience of your home, to show you a life-changing presentation for you and your family, okay, on how you can utilize this cookware, on how you can get the health benefits of this cookware, okay, because this cookware is amazing. It's very, very good for you and your family. So book us for a presentation for you and your family. So we come to your home, or you come down to our office at number 15 Ibile Street, Onil Palace, Victoria Island, Lagos State. We also show you presentation on how you can maximize the nutrients of your food, or how you can turn your kitchen into clinic, and then your food, your medicine, because the medicine is in our food. The only thing that you have to do, you need to know how to use the right cookware to cook your food right, and also to gain that nutrients your life desires, so that you can live a healthy life for you and your family. All right, so this is the oha leaf. I'll be adding this now. So oha leaf is usually the last thing to add to the soup, and you don't have to cook this for a minute. You just have to cook this for 2 minutes. Okay, just to allow it to simmer for just 2 minutes. Okay. So you give this a good stir, allowing everything to be well combined. So it's also the same process with onugu soup. The only difference is just bitter leaf, the leaves, that is just the difference. All right. So I'm just gonna cover this and allow this to simmer for just 2 minutes. For just 2 minutes, and we will be ready, and our food soup will be ready. Have you tested this soup before, or have you cooked it before? All right. Have you cooked it before? Have you cooked it with absolutely no oil, like I'm doing just now? Because this soup, there is no single drop of palm oil or palm kernel oil inside there. All right. I use red bell peppers as my base to cook this amazing soup. And the aroma is super, super, super amazing. Okay, so it's time for me to dish the soup. Yeah, it's time for me to dish the soup. Remember what I said. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel called The Healthy Living Show. And please, 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 please book us for a presentation. Or if you don't want to see the presentation, can you refer us to your friends, families, your loved ones, and your church members, so we can come and show them a healthy presentation. All right. Okay. Beautiful. Nice. So our hot soup is ready. So I'm dishing this out now. So what kind of swallow would you like to eat this with? Is it amala? Pounded yam. For the Igbos, they use fufu. That is apple. Cassava flour to eat this with it. So what would you like to eat this way? What kind of swallow? Is it pounded yam, semolina, wheat, millet, sorghum meal, or eba? I would like to know in the comment section. I could just have this as a whole meal without adding any swallow to it, which I would love to do. So this is our beautiful, amazing, nice, sweet Oha soup. The difference is in the taste. This sure is food. This is medicine. The nutrients are intact. All right? Okay. Okay, so we've come to the end of the show today. Please, thank you so very much to our wonderful viewers. Thank you so very much. All right, for most of you that have subscribed, thank you so very much to all the LZ region members. Thank you so very much to every Salad Master family out there all over the world. A big thumbs up to you. Thank you so very much. My name is Jessica, and this is Healthy Living Shows. Okay, we are done for today. See you again next week for another amazing African delicacy. All right. Please remember to book us for a healthy presentation for you and your family, and join our business Salad Master opportunity. Thank you so very much for today. See you next week. Medium, click low, and we go. Bye.